how do you filter protein out of milk?
He said it's like,
Or as you would say it, milk.
how do you say milk?
Milk.
No, it's milk.
It's not milk. It's not elk with an M. It's
How do you say oil?
oil. 2 syllables.
How do you say,
Rapala.
what do you call like the guy at the grocery store that after the person scans it and then
Bagger. The bogger. Bagger.
my wife says bagger.
Bagger. Tess does.
Hello.
Hank makes single syllable words too. Doer. Go to the door. I want go over there. Go over there.
Yeah, it's D for TH.
Yeah.
Milk.
Milk.
Oh, that's going to mess with me now. I've been saying milk forever.
I thought it was a joke the other day when we were talking. I was like, is he trying to rattle me?
In Billings, that's how you say
How do
it.
you say water?
Water.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I would think milk would be normal if you say water normal, but it's not.
It's MELK.
Apparently. Maybe you're just, it's hunting season, so I don't know if you were just being festive.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're diving into Weight Vest 20. It's the perfect day for it. I had the chance to dive into the last one, the grand finale workout of Weight Vest 20. I haven't done any of the other ones with the filming. So diving into the last one was super cool. Competing in it with you coaching and with Hillary as the other athlete. And it's amazing just the workout you can get with that vest in a very, very time efficient manner. So less than 30 minutes of work, but you certainly feel like you did an hour-long workout. The big thing for sure is you instantly notice how it is a unique type of fitness that we all need. So it's not the strength feeling, and it's not really that high intensity feeling. It's not that feeling you're going to get on a trail run, but because of that vest, your whole body is kind of working in overdrive. Like the amount of sweat that I had in that 30 minutes is crazy. So it's a really, really exciting because Mountain Tough has never offered anything quite like this. We have some stuff that is close, and the minimal gear training has definitely become one of our most popular things. But this program, Weight Vest 20, seems to take that to a whole new level. For me, it was all like just the simplicity of it. People are going to be really, really stoked with.
Yeah, I think it was a unique challenge for me as a trainer. No pull-up bar, no kettlebell, no dumbbell, just literally a weight vest and a step. And I was like, oh man, like how creative can we get? But it ended up being one of the most exciting programs that I've written in a while. And as you know, like there are a couple programs in the last 2 or 3 years that have really like gotten me jacked up. And this was one of them because I was like, and we said this after Diesel, we said, if somebody does this start to finish, they're going to feel like a new human. And the reason for that is there is no better way to feel fit and athletic and functional than to conquer your own body. And then to add just that little bit of weight, not a ton of weight. This isn't a pack program. Just to add just enough that where you can still perform the same functional movements, plyometrics, you could still be explosive, things like that. But just adding that little bit of weight just takes body weight training to the next level. So when you do go back and revisit 30-30 or no gear 60, you're an animal, right? Yeah. I think there's something different about conquering your own body weight plus, you know?
Yeah, you can tell. And it is different than a pack because a pack is slowing you down because that weight is going 40, 60, 80 pounds. But the weight vest, especially with like the male vests, we're going to recommend a lot of 30s. So 15 on the front, 15 on the back. balanced evenly is different than the pack. So it's not all on your back. You're going to have some weight on the front side of your body. But when you throw that vest on, female and male, it doesn't feel bad. You can tell it's on, but it's not incredibly heavy. But because of that, you still psychologically, you're ready to do all the movements you would do at body weight. And then you notice right away that that 30 pounds makes a complete difference when you go to burpees or plyos, and it really sneaks up on you really fast.
Yeah. Well, so the males were loading with 20 in the program. The females were loading with 12. So, but however, there's always the beginner, immediate, elite, right? So you're going to start with a weight that allows you to still perform to the expectation that the athletes are performing on the screen. Like ideally, we want you to keep up with the athletes, right? But one other thing is it totally puts into perspective what carrying an extra 12 to 20 to 25 to 30 pounds,
Yeah.
24/7, carrying that extra weight around. Do this program, and if you've been wanting to lose that last 15 pounds for the last 3 years, it is going to be a wake-up call. And I think in a good way of, okay, this was, wow. Like I'm doing all of the same movements that I normally do in real life, walk upstairs, like get out of bed, roll around on the ground with my kids. Wear that weight vest, and it's going to really kind of surprise you how much that kind of wears on your body. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, my heart rate's not as high.
Yeah.
If I were to just lose this weight.
It really shows that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Really shows you what losing 12, 15, 20 pounds would do.
Yeah. And to your joints too. Yeah. I mean, most importantly.
I think that point about the scaling, people are going to really fall in love with, because the program, if you went through it the first time at 12 pounds, it's going to be very, very attractive to just go again, especially with it being a 4-week program. You could go through it the first time at a beginner level, the second time just right away at that intermediate level.
Absolutely. And the difference of adding 3 or 5 pounds is huge. The program naturally has a lot of planking and push-up variations and crawling. And man, when you crush 4 weeks of weighted push-ups, you take that vest off and push-ups are a breeze after that. So, and that's what's exciting is like, just imagine how good you're going to feel when that vest comes off and you are prescribed those same movements in, let's say, one of our other programs. And that's what's kind of exciting about it. But it's just such a simple, effective way to conquer our most primal, fundamental statute of fitness, right? Just using our body to move around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue it's probably our most efficient program ever, because
100%.
you could do this on the road, on the side of the road. You could do this in a campground, a hotel room, at home. You just need to have that vest with you. And then that start to finish 30 minutes for busy professionals, for busy people that are just trying to find a way to fit fitness into their lifestyle. You can't really have any excuses around like a hard 30-minute start to finish. You're going to get every muscle group, every body part. You're going to get increased strength and stamina, all in just putting that on, hitting play, 30 minutes. That's all you have to do.
Yep. So it's important to note that we purposely did not program warm-ups and cool-downs into the program in order to ensure, like, all right, we're going to get you a great workout, but point A to point B, right? So we do encourage whoever's doing the program to warm up and to cool down, which we have included like a go-to warm up and cool down in the program. But when you press play, within 1 to 2 minutes, you are starting your first block of the workout. And just like you said, I think, it doesn't even need to be said. Imagine, we all know how much time we waste scrolling on our phone. We know how much time we waste doing things that don't make us better throughout the day. And to say, okay, well, time is the number one excuse of people that can't work out. Number 2 is equipment.
Yeah.
So boom, boom. Like I say it every time, my job as a as a trainer for Mountain Tough is to take away every excuse, right? I am willing to create whatever program is going to get you to work out, whether we need to design one that's 20 minutes, right? Which we've done.
Yeah.
But 30 minutes, absolute minimal equipment, and it's at elite level. So it's going to challenge you, you know, all the way from if you're a beginner, intermediate, and up to our elite level athletes.
And it's at such an elite level that some customers could even run it the first time, no vest. Is
Correct.
that accurate?
That is totally accurate. And every time we wrap up a workout, I say, gosh, you could just do that with no vest on, and that would be a killer workout. And that is a great place to start. If you're really curious about weight vest training and you're like, okay, I'm a little nervous, well, just start the first couple workouts with no vest and then gain that confidence. And all of a sudden you open one door and the next one follows, you know?
Let's go through the structure, because there is that really cool component of Weight Vest 20 where there is one day where you're actually not wearing it.
Yeah.
You're actually using the vest to train, which is
Right.
awesome. But what is kind of Monday through Friday going to look like, or what is day 1 through 5 going to look like?
Yeah. So when I sat down to really think through and outline this program, you know, it would have been really easy to just make it really flippin' hard, right? You do, okay, we're going to do 50 burpees or whatever. It's easy. It's easy to make it hard, but my goal was to make it still a very balanced, cohesive workout, meaning, you know, we're still going to get a lot of good posterior chain in here. We're still going to, we're going to explore different stimulus. Like, we're not just going to do like high rep of everything, right? So Monday through Friday. So Monday is going to be a very good total body athletically driven challenge. So we're going to be incorporating a little bit of plyometrics, lower body strength endurance always. We're going to a lot of planking, crawling, push-up variations. So getting you on those hands and feet a lot. Just head to toe, we're challenging your conditioning. Tuesdays and Thursdays, what I did was I programmed where part of the workout you are working with the vest off. So you're working with it like as if it's a piece of equipment. So we're challenging your coordination, your ability to handle kind of an awkward, asymmetrical, cumbersome load, right? So we're using it as if it were a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So we're securing that vest, we're hitting choppers, pull throughs, all the things. Now the entire workout is not vest off. We'll put the vest on, hit some good functional movements, and move on. But the point of that was to give those joints a little bit of a reprieve a couple days a week. So we're still doing push-ups. We're still doing a lot of great core movements, but we're just giving the wrists and elbows just a little bit of a break from that pounding, right?
Yeah.
And then Wednesday I designed as just a pure grind. So that's where we're not necessarily like peaking at zone 5 and coming down. We're just staying really, really strong in that like higher zone, but like it's kind of a mental, like you just have to keep yourself from panicking a little bit. You're long, steady, strong sets of lower body. And also some planking and crawling. Thursday, I always, if you're watching this, you're probably laughing when I say flush day, but
Mountain Tough flush.
Mountain Tough flush. Not meant to tear you up. So that day before the end of the week is before the last workout of the week. You're going to sweat like a hooligan, but you're going to feel good after it. And then Friday is, Bulgarian split squats.
Bulgarians.
Every Friday of this program for 4 Fridays, you're going to get real cozy in that back leg up Bulgarian split squat
So
position.
brutal.
So we're going to really power through high volume Bulgarians in some fun structures. And some of the workout structures and schemes that we're using. So that's also another way, the way we're manipulating the stimulus. So some days it's EMOM, sometimes it's AMRAPs, we have stack workouts. We have our our infamous 22s thrown in there, which are amazing. So it was really, really fun and challenging to write and program. But for all of our athletes that have gone through the program, the feedback,
People love it.
love it. Yeah.
And you're never going to get bored. It's with each day being a different structure slightly. It's
Right.
super interesting. So every day is going to feel a little different different demands on your body. I definitely think about with Weight Vest 20, certainly a lot of our Mountain Tough programs are helpful for hunters. This one will be, but this one is so ideal for like a firefighter or a police officer, LEO, and military. Anyone who is especially getting prepared for the demands of wearing kit all the time.
Right.
We know that a lot of our military individuals that have been in for a long time, they start to dread wearing their kit and training with their kit because they've been doing it for 20 years. But for someone who wants to go in or is going to an academy or is going to some sort of selection, and they know that having that extra weight on them is going to be part of the requirements, this program is so perfect for that. Or like a firefighter that wants to be extremely well positioned to handle like the heavy clothing firefighters wear, and then their oxygen tank. It like simulates that stuff perfectly for a cross-functional hybrid athlete, but it adds that unique twist. Even after finishing the one today with Hillary, we're in the middle of postseason 2.0, finalizing that. And so I've been doing a lot of strength training, but after Weight Vest 20, instantly I was like, man, I should just add this 1 day a week. So someone who's doing another Mountain Tough program could easily incorporate this into their protocol.
Oh, yeah.
You could do 1 a week or 2 a week to just add that unique fitness style to kind of like your recipe book.
Totally. And I think one of the best, of course, our athletes have gotten a little bit sore each day, right? Different demand on the body from what they're used to. We've actually, I love that we've used a lot of our Mountain Tough staff in the workouts when you guys, work through it. And they've never felt better. They're sore, but you just feel good after doing one of these workouts. And in reference to what you were saying with wearing the kit, I think, we have HP 20, which is, it's going to prepare you for that heavy pack, that like, I need to cover ground step after step for a long time. The difference here is you're gonna load, but we're still gonna move athletically, right? You can't really move athletically with a heavy pack, but it's so imperative to maintain that athleticism in general, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, you're doing strength right now. Strength is a great thing to focus on, but we've got to still maintain our athleticism and our functionality. And stability and balance and just functional movement patterns, just getting back to ground zero. So I think this is one of those programs that's going to be good for any person.
Yeah.
Any person, not just the elite athlete. Like you said, doing it just without the vest is going to be phenomenal. So just the combination of movements and just getting people moving in all three planes of motion, challenging heart rate zones all over the place. It's great. It's going to be really cool.
There's some special mental stuff going on in it too, because of course the programming is going to tackle some of their mindset techniques, but there is an extra element of you can't breathe with that vest on.
Yeah.
And so you can't open your diaphragm all the way up. So you get that feeling of being trapped a little bit. You have to kind of fight through that panic where you can't quite breathe the way you'd want to. So that mental battle is really interesting and unique. And then because of that vest, everyone is getting incredibly sweaty because your heart.
No, just you.
No, I saw it with everyone. Yeah, I was dumping sweat today. It was ridiculous. But I think like every movement, even the simple ones, as you're kind of like buying into the workout, your body is working 10, 15% harder than normal. And so people will definitely, not only will they feel great, they're going to definitely drop some weight through this program.
No doubt. And I think, there's so many studies that reiterate like just carrying load, right? It makes your body work so much harder. And like all of your systems, your body temperature, your heart rate is slightly elevated, even if you were to just go for a walk with that little bit of extra weight. So, obviously we've taken it to the next level, and we're working out with it. But I mean, there's no cons here. We have strategically placed. We still are hitting agility and explosiveness, but in small doses, right? To manage that impact on the joints. And we're trying to give those wrists and elbows and shoulders a little bit of like reprieve throughout the week. So I'm hoping that everybody is feeling like they're gaining resilience versus getting kind of beat down. And I think that's what sets this program apart, as far as what I set out to do when I programmed it. It's like, yeah, it'd be really easy to do sets of 50 to 100 jump squats and lunge jumps and bear crawl for 45 minutes straight. We're not doing that because that breaks you down more than it benefits you. So we just took a different approach to it and said, okay, we can do all those things, but we have to do it very smart and we have to do it strategically.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that the community members feel that in their experience.
They will. Yeah, that balance, they're going to feel phenomenal and be strong everywhere.
Yeah.
And it'll be crushing a tremendous amount of calories at the same time. And this is pretty affordable for people to get into. We teamed up with 511 on the launch of this one, and 511 has been the vest and the plates we're wearing downstairs. But that is a very low cost investment for someone to make at home to completely drastically change their fitness lifestyle. We're not talking about buying a squat rack. We're not talking about buying a ski erg or a rower or a treadmill. I mean, you can find a great vest with some plates for a super low cost investment, and now you're ready to train anywhere. So
Right.
It's like no excuses all the way across the board.
And not just for Weight Vest 20. I mean, that weight vest, I used it a lot this summer in my training for trail running and racing. Like you throw that vest on, you put 10 pounds in it, you put 30 pounds in it if you're less gradual or I'm less vert, It's a great way to stay conditioned with weight on your frame, like throughout the year, not just for Weight Vest 20. So not to be like, go get a weight vest, but it's so much bang for your buck. I mean, even if you're spending a couple $100s, think about that $200 is going to get you moving every day for a month.
Yeah.
Right. If not a year, right?
Multiple years.
Yeah. Multiple years. So yeah, it's exciting. It's, like I said, it's really been a program that I'm very excited for, and I write a lot of programs. So it's I'm really, really excited, especially due to the feedback of the athletes that have done this the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I feel the same way. The buzz around this one, I cannot wait for the launch. I cannot wait to just see comments and feedback coming through, because we're a couple days before launch right here in the studio, and you can just tell people are going to be pretty addicted to this one.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yay. Cool. Good luck, Mountain Tough. We can't wait to hear what you think of Weight Vest 20.
No excuses.
Stay dangerous.